Welcome to another deep dive, and this time we're going to take a closer look at something called RAG.
Brag.
Yeah, Retrieval-Augmented Generation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to get into some of the really impactful architectures out there, like how they actually work, why they even matter,
Yeah.
and what it could mean for, everybody.
Yeah, it's like it really is like we're opening up a whole new set of tools in the AI toolbox.
Yeah, and we really want to unpack a few key RG types, I think.
Yeah.
But before we get into all that, could you give us just like a super quick rundown of what makes RAG so revolutionary?
Yeah. So, we hear a lot about these AI, generators that are creating text. Like, for example, you'll see on websites, that little chat bot pops up.
Right.
But RG takes it a step further, and it actually is about using information to make those creations more accurate, more relevant, more insightful.
So it's like, is it kind of like the difference between a student trying to write an essay just from memory versus one that can actually go and research and like cite sources?
Perfect analogy.
Oh,
That's
fine.
exactly it.
So RAD is the one hitting the books, hitting the library.
Absolutely. It can access a whole world of information.
Wow.
From databases, documents, websites, even, censored data.
Wow. Okay.
And it's not just blindly copying and pasting. It's about understanding and using that information to, answer questions, solve problems, even generate creative content.
Wow. So now I'm really curious to see how this all plays out with these different architectures.
Yeah.
I think we should start with one that I thought was really interesting, Realm R.
Yeah.
It sounds super powerful.
It is.
It uses those massive language models
Yeah, LLM.
that everybody keeps talking about.
Yeah, and the key here is how Realm-RAG uses those LLMs
Okay.
to go beyond simple keyword matching.
Okay.
Think about how you might search for something online, right? You type in a couple keywords, and it tries to find pages that have those words. But LLMs can understand the meaning and context of your query, so it can actually go and find information, even if it doesn't have the exact same keywords.
So it's like almost like having a research assistant that can actually understand what you're looking for
Exactly.
and not just like blindly following your instructions.
That's it.
Okay, that could be huge
Huge.
for like fields like law or medicine
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you have to be super precise.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Imagine like a doctor using Realm-RAG to research a complex medical case.
Okay.
Instead of just searching for symptoms, they can ask questions like, what are the latest treatment options for this specific type of cancer
Oh.
in patients with these pre-existing conditions?
Wow. Okay.
And Realm-RAG could sift through vast amounts of medical literature, guidelines, research papers to find the most relevant and up-to-date information.
It's not just finding information, it's like finding the right information.
That's it.
Yeah, that's really impressive. Another one that I thought was really interesting was speculative R. It sounds like it can almost read your mind.
In a way, it can.
Okay.
So the idea is to anticipate what information you might need before you even ask for it.
Wow.
So it analyzes your current context,
Yeah.
your past behavior, and what others in similar situations have needed, and it'll try to preload information.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So if I'm working on like a project and I start typing market analysis, speculative AI could be pulling up, relevant industry reports, competitor data,
Yeah.
market trends.
Absolutely.
Okay, that could save a ton of time
Huge time saver.
and effort.
Think about how frustrating it is to constantly have to stop what you're doing and search for information.
Right, yeah.
So this aims to eliminate those interruptions by providing the information you need right when you need it.
But wouldn't that be like information overload? I mean, if it's constantly preloading.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the key is to strike the right balance between being helpful and being overwhelming. It needs to learn your preferences, adapt to your workflow.
Right.
So it's not constantly bombarding you with stuff that's not relevant.
So it's like having a really good assistant who knows when to be proactive and when to like hang back
Exactly.
and let you focus.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of potential here,
Oh, yeah.
but also some real technical hurdles.
There are, but the potential benefits are significant.
Yeah, especially in fields where like speed and efficiency are crucial.
Absolutely.
Okay, speaking of efficiency,
Yeah.
let's talk about Raptor-RAG.
Okay.
This one stood out to me because it deals with information that's organized in a very specific way,
Right. Hierarchically.
like a family tree.
Yeah.
You got the main branches,
Yeah.
then smaller branches,
Oh.
even smaller twigs.
Got it.
Raptor-RAG is designed to navigate these hierarchical structures quickly and efficiently. So if I'm trying to diagnose a medical condition, Raptor could help me navigate through, all the possible symptoms, causes, and treatments.
Exactly. Instead of just giving you this long list of possibilities,
Right.
it can guide you through a decision tree,
Okay.
asking targeted questions and narrowing down the options based on your responses.
So it's like having a medical expert walking you through it.
Exactly.
Wow, step by step.
That could be incredibly valuable, not just for doctors, but for patients as well.
Absolutely.
It could help people better understand their own health
Yeah.
and make more informed decisions.
It's all about empowering people with information and making that complex data more accessible.
Okay, so we've seen how Rabrick can access external information,
Right.
understand complex queries,
Yeah.
even anticipate our needs, and navigate all these crazy, intricate data structures.
Yeah.
But what about when we need information that's like constantly changing?
Yeah.
Like stock prices or real-time sensor data. Yeah, that's where Replug comes in.
Okay.
This one's all about connecting to external data sources and pulling in live information.
So it's like having a direct pipeline to the source.
Exactly.
Always getting the most up-to-date info.
Always up to date.
That's huge for, finance or anything that really relies on real-time data.
Huge.
Yeah.
Imagine a financial analyst using Replug to track stock prices, market trends,
Yeah.
and economic indicators.
Okay.
They could get instant updates,
Wow.
create custom dashboards,
Okay.
and even set up alerts for specific events.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's like having a team of analysts constantly monitoring the markets for you and feeding you all the critical information.
Exactly.
That could give you a real edge.
It's about turning data into actual insights.
Wow.
And Replug is a powerful tool for doing just that.
Now, switching gears a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a RAG architecture that focuses on kind of a different type of efficiency, memo RAG. This one's all about memory, which seems,
That's right.
I don't know, like a pretty basic concept.
Yeah.
But it can be surprisingly challenging for AI.
It is. You've probably experienced this yourself, talking to
Oh,
a
yeah.
chatbot,
All the con.
a virtual assistant, and they just forget everything you've just told them.
Yeah.
It's incredibly frustrating.
They have the memory of a goldfish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
MemoRag aims to solve this problem
Okay.
by giving AI systems a more persistent memory.
Okay.
So it remembers past interactions, previous questions, and even the context of the conversation.
Okay. So, like, if I'm talking to a customer service bot about a problem, MemoRag could, remember my order history,
Yeah.
my previous complaints, all of that, and any other relevant information, so I don't have to, repeat myself a million times.
Exactly. It makes it much smoother,
Yeah.
more efficient,
Right.
less frustrating for everyone.
Okay, that's a huge win.
Huge.
I can see this being super beneficial for customer service, education,
Yeah.
even personal assistance.
It's about making those AI interactions feel more natural, more
Yeah.
human, and more helpful.
Okay, so we've covered some pretty impressive architectures so far, each with their own unique strengths and capabilities. But I'm sensing a theme here,
Yeah.
a focus on making AI more intelligent,
Yeah.
more efficient, more aligned with, what we need it to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Okay.
And we've only just scratched the surface.
Oh, wow.
There's so many more fascinating RAG architectures out there,
Okay.
each pushing the boundaries of what AI can do.
Well, listeners, stay tuned as we continue our deep dives into the world of RAG
Yeah.
and explore even more of these groundbreaking architectures.
Absolutely.
And their potential to, transform the way we live, work, and interact with information.
That's it.
So we've seen how RAG can, supercharge AI with external knowledge.
Right.
But what about making the search process itself smarter?
Yeah. So that's where attention-based RAG comes in.
Okay.
Instead of treating all parts of a query equally, it acts like a spotlight, focusing on the most crucial elements and filtering out the noise.
So if I'm, researching a really specific niche topic,
Yeah.
it'll help me, avoid all those tangentially related but ultimately useless results.
Exactly. Think about searching for, research papers.
Okay.
Attention-based RAG would analyze your query and prioritize papers that truly align with your research question, even if they don't use the exact keywords that you typed.
So that's, a huge time saver.
Huge time saver.
Yeah, especially in, academia
Absolutely.
or specialized fields.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's shift gears a little bit
Okay.
to a RAG type that's all about context.
Yeah.
Retro RAG.
Yeah.
You could say it has a knack for history.
It does. It remembers past conversations,
Oh, yeah.
documents you've worked on, even your previous interactions with the system.
Wow.
And all of that helps it provide answers grounded in a richer, more personalized context.
So it's like an AI that remembers everything you've ever talked about,
It is.
even if it was weeks or months ago.
Think of it as an AI with a really good long-term memory.
Okay.
For example, imagine working on like a team project.
Mhm.
RetroRag could help new team members catch up quickly by providing them with a history of decisions,
Oh, wow.
discussions, even past challenges.
Wow, so no more digging through, like, endless email chains.
Exactly.
Yeah, or trying to, like, piece together the story from all these scattered documents.
Yeah, it really streamlines things.
RetroRag could be a game changer
Oh,
for knowledge management and
right.
team collaboration.
For sure.
Okay, speaking of making things easier, let's talk about automation.
Okay.
How does AutoRag take things to, like, the next level?
AutoRag is like having a personal assistant working behind the scenes, constantly retrieving and organizing information
Okay.
without you even having to lift a finger.
So, like, I'm picturing a scenario where AutoRag is curating a personalized newsfeed for me every morning,
Yeah.
pulling from various sources based on my interests. Am I on the right track?
You are. It could also automate things like scheduling appointments,
Wow.
booking travel, even managing your to-do list.
It sounds like the ultimate productivity hack.
It is.
But what about for people who are working with, like, limited resources? Is there a rag for that?
There is cost-constrained RAG.
Okay.
It makes sure that the whole process of retrieving information stays within a set budget.
Okay, so it's like, finding the best deals on flights, but for information retrieval.
You could say that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really valuable for smaller organizations
Right.
or research projects where every penny counts.
Okay, now we can't talk about all this without thinking about the environmental cost
Right.
of all this data crunching.
Yeah, that's where EcoRag comes in.
Okay.
It focuses on sustainability,
Okay.
minimizing that energy footprint of data retrieval.
Okay, so think about companies that are collecting data from, like, remote sensors.
Yeah.
Or researchers who are analyzing, like, massive data sets.
Right.
EcoRag could help them achieve their goals.
Yes.
But also be mindful of, that environmental impact.
It's about doing more with less.
So it's like choosing the energy-efficient appliance, but for AI.
Exactly.
Okay, it's great that, sustainability is being factored in.
Yeah, it's becoming increasingly important, especially as AI systems are becoming more complex
Right.
and more data intensive.
Now, for certain fields like finance or healthcare,
Right.
there are strict rules and regulations that have to be followed.
Absolutely.
So how does rule-based RAG ensure compliance?
Rule-based RAG is designed to make sure that the information that's retrieved and the responses that are generated adhere to specific guidelines and standards.
Okay.
It's like having a built-in compliance officer double-checking everything to make sure it's all by the book.
So if I'm getting financial advice from an AI,
Yeah.
I can be confident that, it's not going to suggest anything illegal or unethical.
Exactly. It adds a layer of trust and accountability,
Right.
which is, like you said, crucial in those sensitive areas.
Okay, now let's move on to an area that's, I think, is always fascinating, communication.
Mhm.
What makes conversational Aggie so special?
Conversational RAGgy focuses on making those interactions with AI
Okay.
feel more natural, more engaging, and less robotic.
Okay.
It's about moving beyond simple question and answer
Right.
and toward a more fluid,
Yeah.
dynamic exchange of information.
So we're talking about, like, AI that can actually hold a conversation with us,
We are.
like a friend or a colleague.
That's the goal.
Wow.
Think about those frustrating experiences with, like, chatbots
Oh.
that just don't get it
Yeah.
or respond in this, clunky way.
Right.
Conversational Argy is designed to overcome those limitations, make AI feel more human, more relatable.
That'd be a game changer
For sure.
for, like, things like customer service,
Yeah.
education, even entertainment.
Think about it, a virtual tutor
Yeah.
that can adjust its teaching style based on how you're responding.
Wow.
Or a chatbot that can actually make you laugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's about creating, like, a more personalized
Yeah.
and engaging experience.
Absolutely.
Where AI feels less like a tool and more like a partner.
That's it.
Now, sometimes we need to, like, refine our understanding of a topic through multiple rounds of feedback.
Right.
So how does iterative RAG handle this?
Iterative RAG is like a sculptor chiseling away at a masterpiece,
Okay.
constantly refining and improving
Yeah.
based on that feedback and new information.
So if I'm working on like a complex engineering problem, iterative RAG could like help me explore different solutions,
Absolutely.
evaluate their feasibility, and then like adjust the design based on the results.
That's it.
So it's like having a brainstorming partner.
It is.
They can help you think through all the angles and come up with the best possible solution.
It's about combining the strengths of human creativity
Uh-huh.
and AI's analytical capabilities.
Okay. We're seeing a lot of these, specialized architectures.
Right?
But what about combining the strengths of multiple approaches?
That's where hybrid AI RAG comes in.
Okay.
That's like assembling an all-star team of AI models,
Oh.
each with their own unique skills and expertise.
So if I'm trying to predict equipment failure in a complex manufacturing plant, hybrid AI RAG could combine data from various sensors, historical maintenance records, and even external factors like weather patterns to make a more accurate prediction.
That's a great example.
So it's like, having a team of experts all working together, each bringing their own perspective and knowledge to the table.
That's the idea.
Okay, now let's talk about generative AI RAG.
Okay.
The name itself sounds creative, innovative.
It does.
What's going on here?
So generative AI RAG takes things further. It doesn't just retrieve and process information. It uses that information to create something new.
Oh.
Like text, images, music, even code.
So it's like having an AI that can write a poem, compose a song, or even design a website.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Think about the possibilities for marketing and advertising.
Yeah. Think of it.
Generative AI RAG could analyze current trends, competitor campaigns, your brand guidelines, and generate fresh and engaging social media posts, website copy, even video scripts.
That's right.
Wow, it sounds like the ultimate creative tool.
It is.
But, wouldn't this raise some concerns about, AI replacing human creativity?
It's a valid concern, but I see it more as a collaboration.
Okay.
Generative AI RAG can help us overcome those creative blocks, explore new ideas, even automate some of the, more tedious aspects of content creation.
So it's like having a creative partner to help you push your boundary and come up with ideas you might never have thought of.
That's right.
Okay.
It's about expanding that realm of possibilities and making creativity more accessible to everyone.
Now, as AI becomes more integrated into our lives, transparency becomes more and more important.
Absolutely.
So tell us about XAI RAG and its focus on explainability.
Yeah, XAI RAG is designed to help us understand how AI systems are arriving at their conclusions.
Okay.
It's like having a behind-the-scenes look at that decision-making process.
Okay.
So we can see how the information is being used and why the AI is making certain recommendations.
So if a doctor is using AI to, diagnose a patient, XAI RAG could not only provide the diagnosis, but it could also explain, the reasoning behind it and make it clear, what factors were considered and how the AI got to that conclusion.
That's it.
It's about building trust and confidence in these AI systems.
It is.
Especially in, areas like healthcare and finance and law, where transparency is super important.
It's paramount.
Yeah, it's about making sure that AI is not a black box, but a tool that we can understand and use responsibly.
That's the key.
Okay, it sounds like XAI RAG could help bridge the gap between these, complex AI systems and the people who use them.
For sure. That's it.
Okay, now we've talked about AI understanding data.
Yeah.
But what about truly grasping complex concepts?
Right. Yeah.
What's the story behind Grokking RAG?
So Grokking RAG aims to go beyond superficial understanding.
Okay.
It's about enabling those AI systems to intuitively grasp intricate concepts, to see the connections and the relationships between different pieces of information.
So instead of just memorizing facts and figures, Grokking RAG is trying to teach AI to think more like a human expert.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Think about a scientist trying to understand a complex phenomenon.
They don't just look at data points in isolation. They're looking for patterns, connections, underlying principles.
Okay.
Grokking RAG is trying to replicate that.
Wow, that's pretty mind-blowing.
It is.
I can see how grokking RAG could really revolutionize fields like scientific research.
Oh, yeah.
Where making sense of these vast amounts of data is crucial.
It's about accelerating that pace of discovery.
Wow.
Giving researchers a powerful tool for exploring complex data sets and uncovering hidden insights. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, from LLMs and attention mechanisms to context caching and grokking. But there's one more RAG architecture on our list. Attention Unit RAG. The name itself sounds pretty complex. What's going on here?
So Attention Unit RAG uses a special type of neural network architecture called a UNet, combined with attention mechanisms to analyze data with incredible precision. It's particularly good at segmentation, which is the process of dividing data into meaningful chunks.
I'm going to need an example here. When would you use this?
Imagine a radiologist analyzing medical images. Attention Unit RAG could help them precisely segment those images, identifying different tissues, organs, even potential abnormalities.
Wow.
With remarkable detail.
So it's almost like having an AI assistant that can highlight the most important areas of an image to make it easier for, doctors to make accurate diagnoses.
Exactly. It's about augmenting human expertise. With AI's ability to analyze and interpret that complex data.
It sounds like Attention Unit RAG could have a huge impact on fields like, healthcare, where precision and accuracy are paramount.
It is. It's a powerful tool for any field that involves analyzing visual data, medical imaging, satellite imagery, even self-driving cars.
We've explored such a wide range of these RAG architectures today.
Yeah, we have.
Each one, pushing the boundaries of AI in its own unique way.
For sure.
It's clear that RAG is, it's not just a passing trend.
It's not.
It's a fundamental shift in how we think about AI and its ability to interact with information.
We've moved beyond AI just generating text to AI that can really understand and leverage this vast ocean of information that's all around us.
So we've seen the what of these incredible RAG architectures. But what does this all mean for us? The everyday users of technology.
The implications are profound. Imagine a world where information overload is a thing of the past. Where instead of being bombarded with irrelevant data, you have access to precisely the information you need, tailored to your specific context and goals.
So no more endless scrolling through search results or wading through all those irrelevant documents.
Exactly.
I'm on board.
And think about the potential for personalization. Education could become truly adaptive, with AI tutors tailoring their approach to each student's learning style and pace. Healthcare could become more proactive, with AI assistants analyzing your health data and providing personalized recommendations for, prevention and wellness.
And what about fields like research and development? Could RAG accelerate scientific breakthroughs?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Imagine scientists having access to AI assistants that can not only analyze that complex data, but also generate hypotheses and suggest new avenues for research.
This all sounds, incredibly exciting.
But as with any powerful technology, it's important to use it wisely and responsibly.
Absolutely. We need to be mindful of the potential benefits, but also the potential risks.
So as we continue to explore and develop RG systems, let's do so with a commitment to accuracy.
For sure.
Fairness and transparency.
That's the key.
And with that, I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive.